Oh, helps if I turn my microphone on. Hello. Can everyone hear me okay? Hello, Rose. FPV, Sandra, good to see you guys. My mic working okay? Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay. So today I'm going to talk about fallen angels. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to present is just some notes and ideas pertaining to the fallen angels. When you look these up, there's lots and lots of theories about these angels. So I'm just going to put some of my ideas out there. And myself and FPV have drawn these conclusions. You don't have to agree with me, but this is how I've interpreted what I've learned so far. The Nightbot caught up. Sorry. Um, so, what are the fallen angels? Well, actually, there's no mention of the term fallen angels in scriptures. They are referred to as the angels that sinned. Okay. So, in the past presentations, FPV has put out there that sinned means not working properly. Hello, Sute and Ron. Thanks for coming. So, when you look up the meaning of sin, it's an offense against God, any law, or code. So, like I said, what we've talked about in the past is that these things don't work according to their programming. So, they were chained to the naughty angel room, which FPV has a really cool little animation of the little angel being chained in that room. Scriptures say that they're chained and placed beneath the surface until the day of judgment. So let's look at a couple of these scriptures pertaining to the fallen angels. There's actually about 100 verses that I found speaking of these particular angels. I'm not going to read them all, but feel free to look them up, do your own research, and interpret them as you will. So Jude says, "And the angels who did not stay within their own position of authority, but left their proper dwelling, he has kept in eternal chains under gloomy darkness until the judgment of the great day." So Jude is telling us definitely that they didn't work as they were supposed to. They left their proper dwelling. Peter says, "For if God did not spare the angels when they sinned, but cast them into hell and committed them to chains and gloomy darkness to be kept until the judgment." What you see on screen is 111 of the angels that I found of the 200, and um, just a little bit about each one. In Revelations, it says, "And the great dragon was thrown down, that ancient serpent who is called the devil and Satan, the deceiver of the whole world. He was thrown down to the earth, and his angels were thrown down with him." Second Corinthians says, "In their case, the God of this world has blinded the minds of the unbelievers, to keep them from seeing the light of the gospel of the glory of God." So, what I'd like to do is take a look at what these are and even where they are. So, what I've been taking some time to do is place 111 of these 200 angels, and then we can compare them to what's there nowadays, particle accelerators, okay? Because this is what angels are. So, this is what they hide, okay? So, I have a few different maps here showing where I've been able to place these different fallen angels, okay? I had to make different maps because there's so many condensed into certain areas. So you'll see that I have them numbered, and that goes with what was scrolling prior. So the numbers match their locations. So if you want to go back at any other time and actually check this out. So let's just take a look. So here we have, a whole bunch in Europe. Get my maps open. Okay, and then I have other maps. Because like I said, they're very condensed in certain areas, especially Europe, India. Again, I have the numbers. They do go along with the angels that I had scrolling. A lot of people probably aren't going to really care for this idea, but it is what it is. This is what the angels are. The fallen ones, whether they're working or not, still, I don't know. They may have just been shut down, or they may be being resurrected by man. I'm just reading chat too. Okay. So if we pay attention to where all these things are located, we can definitely see that they're condensed in certain areas. So now, when I first saw this and when I placed them all, the first thing that come to my mind, and usually does, yeah, FPV, I agree. They're all around. They're below our realm. and we can see signs of them. So we looked at all those maps. So what I wanted to do was compare them to this. These are the particle accelerators around our world. A lot of these areas look familiar, don't they? What I just showed? Yeah. Yeah, they do. Um, so, I mean, it's kind of right in your face that look how the mass in Europe is looked at. There were so many in Europe that I had to use different maps. United States, same thing. Okay, so mine, you're saying that they're giants. Um, but are they giants or were they brought up at the same time? Let's see, they say giants were on the earth in those days, which I agree with that 100%. But my question then becomes, how can a machine breed with a human? That's my question to people that take the Bible completely literally. And I'm not putting anybody's beliefs down, not at all. So please don't take it that way. But look at what we're comparing here. Like I said, these are accelerators. Okay. Here's one that I mapped myself on our map. Accelerators. Okay. So just look at the areas and look at the same areas that I just showed you of the fallen angels. This is not a coincidence. There's no coincidences. These angels are machines. They're not winged creatures that are going to come down. So when I saw these first, well, they reminded me of earthquakes and the earthquake path. Of course, I do a lot of earth energy and mapping in our research. So here, I'm just going to show you a bunch of different earthquakes from the 1900s to 2017. Notice how the earthquakes are on the outskirts of these angels, these accelerators. Well, that's because earthquakes are a result of these technologies turning on, off, running. You know, we have larger quakes. I think when something turns on, it's quite powerful. We have smaller quakes, the binary codes of the earth, due to this stuff running constantly. Look at the mass of these. This follows our sun path, a lot of these, right? Yeah, FPV's right. We've decoded a whole lot of things to come to these conclusions, and these are the conclusions that we've come to. These angels are technologies. They're machines. And like I said in the beginning, I know a lot of people might not like what I'm about to say, but these are my conclusions, and FPV agrees, and we're on the same page of what these things are and what they do for our realm. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions and to do their own research and take it how you will. We have free will. So moving on, let's see where these guys are now. I've zoomed in on Google Earth, okay, to show a few different things. Hello, Libra. Um, and I only grabbed a few images because 111 would be a whole lot. So this is where I placed Abaddon. Abaddon. um, it's a mine. So, they're mining down to get to these technologies. They're digging down, they're harvesting whatever they are taking from those areas, whether it be, elements, minerals, different ores, gold, energy. You're going to see a trend when we start looking at these different things. So I got to unlock my pictures so I can open them up. Okay, so this one's a mine. Here we have another one, Decarabia. This is a mine right here, okay, connected to a power plant. This one's in Florida. Fair enough, Sandra. I see a lot of shapes in these too. I see, heads and faces and different shapes. So this one's in Florida. Like I said, it has a mine and it's connected to a power plant. Again, they're harvesting these energies, okay? Yeah, the first one. Yeah, this one. Yeah, I can absolutely see that. The head, the brain, the eye, teeth. I can see exactly what you're saying. Yep. All right. So here we have another one. Um, this is Andrilpheus. It's a very big power plant also. When you look at these things now, it's clear, it's obvious that they are harvesting the energies out of these things. Absolutely obvious to me. To me, anyways. Some may not see it. Sometimes we're blinded by the things that we think are true. So we can't see the true glory that God has given us. So here, this one's in Texas. It's Amman. And if you look at all these little tiny white pads, the little white squares, this is a massive, massive drilling operation. Yep, FPV's right, free energy. This all should be free. Hello, Sparky. Thank you for coming. So yeah, this is a massive drilling operation here. Um, Again, it is one of the fallen angels' sites. Yeah. Okay. Um, Another one, Andusia. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these right. I think everyone's used to me mispronouncing words. So here we have, I couldn't really figure out if it was a pyramid or a mine, but it's a mine. They're drilling into the side of this mountain. See the trend happening here? We have drilling pads, we have mines, we have power plants, all on the spots of these fallen angels. Okay? They know this stuff. They're hiding it. They do know this stuff. If you think they don't, then do a little more research. Here we have Allison. Again, it's in this lake. Okay? Hello, kids. You know, to me, this lake also appears like a creature shape. Um, I see a head, mouth, two wings. I'm not saying any conclusions on if these creatures are, you know, creatures, but what I am saying is these angels are our energy sources. These are running our realm. Yeah. There you go. Another huge mine. This one's called Mastemia. Okay. Look at that mine. It's huge. It's massive. So, I'd say they know where these things are. Why would they be mining on top of them if they didn't know what was there and what they could, get from there? They've taken these areas, they've called them their own, and they're charging us to live in this realm. So, yeah, I was pretty amazed when I started looking these things up. So, Mount Hermon, right? It's said that that's where they descended to. Hi, Jason. Yeah, they wouldn't be mining there. They're mining in all these. So this one's Mount Hermon, Ewan Base. Yeah, they know, and they're lying. They lie about so much, but they're lying about this as well. They knew what land to take. You know. Speaking of the heads, when I zoomed out of Mount Hermon, this caught my eye. They speak of the great dragon. So I outlined it a bit to show you guys what I saw. Exactly. If you know What is where, you know where to harvest. That's exactly right. And we continue to pay to live in this realm that God made for us. Yeah. So, like I said, this caught my eye when I zoomed out of Mount Hermon. I showed the UN base, which I think most people know about, but I can't zoom out. I'm not on Google Earth right now, Jason. But maybe next time. Yeah. So, yep, got the dragon head that makes up Mount Hermon. So, Mount Hermon is probably a petrified dragon. Oh, yeah, he is thinking of the one in Africa. This one is actually on the Lebanon uh, Syria border. So I've seen several different dragons. So no worries. Um, Onoscelius, another fallen angel, on some kind of a power plant, some kind of a plant. You can see the turbines and the different parts to it. So see the trend here? We've got mines, we've got drilling pads, we've got power plants. You know, right on the fallen angel spots, right on our angel spots. So another one. This is a power plant. I had it marked as power plant or dam, but it's a power plant. I had to zoom in to make sure if there was water or not, but yeah. So I said, this is our spots. Mhm. Enoch said judgment will be sent 70 generations after himself, right? So when you look this up, most are trying to associate this with human life generations. I'm thinking more along the lines of the geometrical sense of the word, you know, just a thought, and this is not confirmed. It's just a thought or an idea. What if 70 generations is 70 cycles of the luminaries? Because that's what these things are running. A lot of these are running our luminaries. God's glory. So, so then it makes us wonder about earthquakes. You know, when you go back and you study earthquakes, and there weren't as many earthquakes a long time ago. They had larger ones, but not nearly as many, not as spread out. Um, like I said, the quakes are the running and switching on and off of this technology below, the angels. Now, what I'm kind of thinking is, could the increase be due to man turning these ancient pieces back on again? Is that why they're drilling down and digging tunnels through our earth, fracking our lands? Are they causing these ancient technologies to start back up? You know, I don't know if they're gonna, you know, be luminaries, all of these. You know, they may be stars. I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate. I don't know if the fallen ones' purpose was to be luminaries, and if they were, well, they broke, and so possibly they got shut off. If man knows where they are, could they go down and repair it? They say they built these accelerators, but did they? Did they build them? Or are they just repairing them and resurrecting them? But like I said, these are just ideas, something different to think about. What we do know is what they're hiding, and the purpose of hiding flat Earth is the fact that God's glory is indeed His Son, S-U-N, our Son, our glorious luminary that provides light and life. Yeah, man's copying it. Yep, okay. Stealing it. They're construct of our world. And they're hiding what angels are to deceive us. They keep us locked up on their man-made globe, their made-up globe, to keep the truth from us. They want to keep us dumbed down, keep us slaving away for the almighty dollar. We work and work to pay in a world that should be free. All of this should be free. Free fresh air, free water, free energy. They've stolen all of it, and they've called it their own, just like these angel technologies. You know, I would say start asking why. Why do we pay to live in this world that God created? You know, so yeah, all the bad politics. Yep, yep. So I'd say start doing research, start asking why, because only we can stop the enslavement of mankind by not accepting it. We can't consent anymore to paying to live in a world that was created for us by our Creator. They ravished these lands many, many years ago, slaughtered anyone who fought against them, and took it. They took it all. They took it all for themselves. So now they say they own it, that they've designed it, that they've built it. Think about China getting ready to launch their own moon. Is that one of these ancient technologies that they're trying to bring back to life? Or they built a new one and they're just going to play God like they have in the past? Yeah. Hello, Underground. Thank you for coming. So, yeah, it would be so easy if we all stood up together and stopped accepting the fact of us paying to live in our world, paying for the energy that is below us. It should be free. We should be able to tap into it if we need it, you know? Happy New Year, Flat Earth Underground. So, I'm going to say rant over. uh, the stream won't be very long today. I just wanted to put these ideas out there and kind of show, like I said, what's in these areas now to show that they definitely know this stuff is there. They're harvesting it and they're selling it to us. So that's about all I have today. Yeah, that is about all I have. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. And everyone have a good day. And thanks for coming. Somebody trout Ron. Just kidding. All right. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you guys coming. Have a nice day.